Good evening, everyone. I wanted to start off by saying I'm proud of all of you, not only for making it to the last senior speech of the banquet, but also for all that you've done to get here at this moment. It's not easy to make it through a whole season of water polo. It's it's definitely not been easy to get through almost, I don't even know how long it's been. It's been a decade now for me of water polo. I'll never forget the first day I tried water polo. It's a very hard sport. I'm sure we all know, we all see like soccer players, cheerleaders, like, okay, but water polo, like, the first time I played water polo, I was 7 years old. It was at San Clemente High School, the same pool that we played in today, whose heater is getting fixed as we speak, hopefully. When I was 7 years old, I jumped right in and I practiced with the 18 and under girls. And this was my first time I've been exposed to the sport. And I got home and I was like, there is no way I'm doing this. This sport is so hard. But my mom asked me, are you gonna do water polo? And I was too scared to be a wimp and say no. So I just said yes. And looking back 10 years later, I can't imagine what my life would be like if I had succumbed to that fear and just said no. Being a water polo player is so much more than the sport you play. It's the attitude and outlook you carry throughout life. It's prepared me for so much throughout my sport career, my academic career, my everything. It's because of my mentality as a water polo player. I decided to pursue 8 classes my senior year. I don't know why I did that, but I'm glad I did, and it's because of the amazing things I've learned from being a part of this community. And not only taking on challenges of school and other things, but I don't know what I would have done if I'm kind of laughing because it's I don't know what I would have done if when that doctor put that x-ray up if I was no water polo player. Like, I'd definitely be a lot weaker. I look so stupid right now. I just remember the first day I played water polo, I was like, there's no way I'm doing this. And when I needed surgery, I knew I could do it because of everything I've learned. Okay, enough of that. And I've learned so much just throughout this one season as well. As Logan mentioned earlier, we've spent so much time in and out of the water together, and I've learned so much from you guys as well. The big part of water polo being such a hard sport is, as Logan says, you have to go 100% all the time. You can't get caught going any less than 95. And I learned this the hard way throughout all my practices, and this season, when Logan would be like, okay, 10 200s or whatever, I'd be like, oh my gosh, like, there's no way I can do this right now. And then I look over to Katie Morrison and she's like, let's go, 115. And I'm like, okay, this is what I signed up for. And I'm just so grateful for everyone outside and inside the pool for pushing me to do my best. And I hope I was able to reciprocate for that for you as well. And part of water polo being such a hard sport is it makes it really exciting. So exciting that it makes people really care about our sport. It's really amazing to be part of such a special program and such a special sport with people that really care and really show they care. Like Coach Logan definitely has shown throughout my 4 years in high school and also throughout club that he's super dedicated and determined to be an amazing water polo coach, and it shows. the best part about playing in games, when you score and you look back at Coach Logan and he's doing that thing when he's like going like this, and then when the best feeling is after a game when he just goes Juju and I'm passing on the head and it goes great game, because I know how much hard work he's put into this program over the years, and to do great things not only for myself and my teammates but for him is super rewarding. And also, it makes our supporters care a lot. My parents own a shelving business, but by the looks of it, it seems as though they are professional San Clemente girls water polo promoters. We work hard in the pool, but we wouldn't be able to do it without all that extra support. It means the world to me and to all of us, and I can't thank you guys enough for waking up before my morning practices to make me these awesome gourmet breakfast sandwiches that all my classmates are like, oh my gosh, where'd you get that? And I say, my mommy made it. And they're like, wow, I wish I had that, and I'm so glad I have. And I don't know what I'm gonna do when I have to figure out what to eat for breakfast and lunch. And to my dad, who put on that awesome video. I know sometimes I may give you a hard time for embarrassing me, but it's really just because you're doing the most, and I really appreciate it. And also because this sport is so hard, I've gotten to know really strong fighters in the pool who are over here. And I don't know what I'm gonna do when things are hard and I don't have Savvy going, hey Juju. I spent so much time at school this year, from upwards of 15 hours a day, and I would be exhausted sometimes. But every time I walked on the pool deck, every one of you guys would just make me so excited to be there, and I had the best time in the world. And because water polo is so hard, it allows for amazing moments. One amazing moment I want to talk about before I wrap this long speech up is that Newport game. Not because I scored the winning goal. I'm not trying to brag about that. But because of the way we got up to that point of being in overtime, we proved to ourselves that we really wanted that win, and we went out in there and got it. I remember the first quarter when Brooklyn, I thought she was about to go blind. I was like, oh no, Brooklyn, don't go blind. And then about maybe third or fourth quarter, she goes out there after I'd been ejected and I was about to screw us over, and she goes in and steals the ball on the 6-on-5 and gets a 1-on nobody and scores and ties up the game. And that was the first time I cried in a water polo game, and I just remember looking at the scoreboard and looking at Brooklyn and looking at everybody on my team, and it was the most amazing feeling to be part of such an amazing program. And then after scoring that goal, I had gotten a Charlie horse, and it was so painful, but it was so weird because my leg was in pain, but I was just so satisfied we had pulled off that win. And then I look over to Adrina, who's got this massive bump on her head, and Brooklyn, who's nearly blind. I'm like, this is what this sport is all about. We went into battle and we fought our lives depended on it, and we were able to upset them after losing in Santa Barbara to come up and earn that 7th place spot in that tournament. It was so surreal, and I'm super fortunate to be a part of this amazing team. And even though your seniors are now going off doing amazing things, especially Brooklyn. Super proud of that announcement. I knew beforehand, just FYI. But yeah, I wanted to pay back the rest of my team for all they've done for me and give them a little special gift because even though we're starting a new season and we unfortunately won't be a part of this team anymore, this team will always be a part of us, and I have something that will prove that we all are always together, no matter where we are, because we're so awesome. I got us gifts, they're in here. What? Yeah.
Tell me about this beforehand to wrap up.
Come seniors and help. And you guys get it too. I know they may not be the rings that we wanted, but these mean so much more to me, and I hope to all of you. No, they're for everyone. Oh, okay. Sorry, that was really long. I didn't mean for it to be that long. I didn't really write one.